Sometimes I feel a bit melancholic when a television show ends. I felt the same way when I finished the 14th and final season of Archer, as well as a couple of manga. I read a manga called Hinamatsuri, ended with volume 19. And here we are ending Doom Patrol with the 4th and final season, which I just watched. This, if you're unfamiliar, Doom Patrol is about a group of superheroes created by a mad scientist in order to help them with their depression and their faults. However, it's almost like a nihilistic, depressing, dark version of the X-Men. So you've got 5 heroes that are broken. There's the main one is not even a hero. It's a race car driver who gets into a car accident and the brain is saved and put into a robot. Voiced by Brendan Fraser, and this was the sort of comeback for him. After he was blacklisted by that pervert, Brendan Fraser was able to do the voice work for Robot Man, and really good performance, obviously, voice-wise. Then we also have Rita Farr. She's Elastigirl. She was a film studio actress who fell into some magic water and became a blobby gelatinous form, and she's been working on trying to sort of rehabilitate her powers with the help of the chief, Niles Caulder. And then there's Larry Trainor, the Negative Man. He was in the military in the 50s, I believe, and he essentially bonded with a space spirit or something, an energy form being that made him radioactive, and he basically had to stay away from his family. And then we got Cyborg, which is a weird addition because he's usually with the Teen Titans, but he's not in Titans. Doom Patrol is a spin-off of Titans, and Vic is there because his father wants him to socialize, and also he has a lot of trauma with the body image stuff and the PTSD and social anxiety. And then last but not least, Crazy Jane, a woman who's been has a trauma from her past. So Jane is the main alter out of 64. The little girl Kay created these alters, and each alter has their own power. So she basically has a DID like Kevin Wendell Crumb from Split, but instead of just the beast having powers, what if every alter had a power? So she's got up to 64 powers that she can use at any time, some useful, some not, but depending who's in charge. And it's basically about them getting to misadventures, starting with Cliff as he meets the others. And it's a very character-driven show, but it's not afraid to get into weird stuff. You know, they fight a interdimensional cult one episode, or then they have to stop a big villain, and you'll have his backstory that harkens all the way back to the Nazis. Niles has his own secrets too, because he's trying to do something. And you sort of unravel the secrets of the main 5. A lot of people had a problem with Cyborg because he doesn't look that cool, but it's a TV budget. And the writing is still solid for all the characters. They all have their own arcs. And by season 4, they definitely are completely different people. And I really like the attention to detail, too. I mean, Diane Guerrero does a fantastic job because she gets to act as Jane, but she also has to do sometimes just changes some hair and makeup. And when she's in control, you know, if a different alter is, she plays all the alters in the real world, but then below in her mind called the underground, there's different actresses, so that's pretty cool. And the series is not afraid to be wacky and strange, and lots of good representation in there, LGBTQ stuff. But sometimes they do different versions of the comic characters. So in season 4, Immortus is different from other versions of Immortus, and they also have other characters in there too, like the Brotherhood of Evil and the other members from the other Doom Patrol, older members. So there's a lot of cool cameos in here, and the series is not afraid to just be on its own thing, which I really like. It doesn't try to always cross over with Titans. It doesn't try to reference the Justice League or Superman too much. Doom Patrol is it's on Crave or HBO Max, depending on where you are, but it's worth checking out simply for the really good acting. Another standout acting performance is April Bowlby as Rita Farr. If you're unfamiliar, she was Candy in 2.5 Men. She sort of plays a ditzy, airheaded redhead, but in this, she's just a drama queen. She's just so good in this series, and I really like the writing for all the characters. Matt Bomer does a good job too, and lots of strange villains, and it's not for kids. There's some swearing and stuff, so it's a really interesting, unique, dark superhero show because it's not afraid to be its own brand. It's got swearing, violence, it's got weird villains, it's got strange sex stuff, it's got everything. So Doom Patrol is recommended for me.